Question 1. Let's kick things off. That synth riff is iconic, but something's different. Can you name the original song and the remix artist? Here we go. That's Blinding Lights by The Weeknd in the Major Lazer remix. Fun fact, Blinding Lights spent a record-breaking 57 weeks in the Billboard Top 10. The Major Lazer remix added a Caribbean bounce, turning an already iconic synth-pop anthem into an international festival favorite. Question 2. Seriously good future house energy here. Do you recognize the original song and who gave it this incredible remix? That was Levitating by Dua Lipa, remixed by Don Diablo. Fun fact, Don Diablo's future house spin became a streaming phenomenon on its own, dominating European festival playlists and giving Dua Lipa's disco pop classic a whole new dance floor life. Question 3. This hook is practically tattooed on everyone's brain. But can you name the original song and who gave it this remix makeover? That was Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, remixed by Stormzy. Fun fact, grime legend Stormzy added his signature bars to one of the biggest pop hits of 2017, bridging two completely different corners of UK music in one brilliant crossover track. Question 4. Big Drop, that unmistakable voice. This remix hits different. What's the original song and who flipped it into this version? Hold me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. That was Closer by the Chainsmokers featuring Halsey in the R3hab remix. Fun fact, R3hab stripped out the pop sheen and injected a darker, more driving electronic edge, making an already massive radio hit even more powerful on the dance floor. Question 5. This one's a global anthem, but the beat has been completely transformed. Name the original song and the remix artist. Go! That was Dance Monkey by Tones and I, remixed by DJ Dark. Fun fact, DJ Dark's remix became a club sensation across Eastern Europe before the original had even peaked on global charts. A perfect case of a remix finding a completely new audience. Question 6. That whisper, that hook. But wait, there's a famous second voice here. Can you name the original track and the megastar who jumped on it? That was Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, featuring Justin Bieber. Fun fact, the Justin Bieber remix was released as a fundraiser for bushfire relief in Australia. Billie Eilish was just 17 when the original came out, already the most talked about artist on the planet. Question 7. Same classic song, completely different speed and vibe. Do you recognize the original and which style of remix gave it this new feel? That was Wake Me Up by Avicii in the Speed remix. Fun fact, speed up remixes were a viral trend before TikTok was even mainstream. The Avicii Speed remix remains a cult favorite among fans who love their classics even faster and more intense. Question 8. That punch hits differently in this version. Name the rock anthem and the DJ who brought it to the festival world.
Taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through.
That was Believer by Imagine Dragons, remixed by Cascade. Fun fact, Cascade's remix combines the punchy anthemic energy of the rock original with a deep house drop, a crossover between two very different musical worlds that somehow works absolutely perfectly. Question 9. That bounce is impossible to resist. Can you name the original song and the remix style that completely transformed it? That was Counting Stars by One Republic in the HB's Bounce remix. Fun fact, HB's Bounce remix became one of the most recognizable festival anthems across Central Europe in the mid-2010s, introducing the original to an entirely new generation of dance floor fans. Question 10. One of the most powerful voices in music, but in a completely different setting. Name the song and the producer who gave it this remix treatment. That was Rolling in the Deep by Adele, remixed by Jamie Zalbex. Fun fact, Jamie Zalbex's sparse, echo-heavy remix stripped Adele's powerhouse vocal to an almost ghostly version of itself. NME called it haunting genius, still one of the most acclaimed official remixes of its era. Question 11. If this doesn't make you smile, nothing will. Name the original hit and the famous DJ who gave it this club makeover. That was Happy by Pharrell Williams, remixed by David Guetta. Fun fact, David Guetta's remix added 4 on-the-floor kicks and a massive EDM drop, transforming Pharrell's gospel-tinged pop into a full dance floor anthem that dominated clubs worldwide. Question 12. Iconic. Fierce. A little bit mysterious. Can you name the original and who gave it this remix treatment?
Space Cowboy just play.
That was Poker Face by Lady Gaga in the Space Cowboy remix. Fun fact, the Space Cowboy remix became a European club mainstay from 2009 onward, giving Lady Gaga's iconic debut-era anthem a second life on dance floors long after the original charts had moved on. Question 13. That chorus soars every single time, but this version goes even bigger. Name the original hit and the remix artist. That was Firework by Katy Perry, remixed by Noise Time. Fun fact, Noise Time's remix adds a classic house beat and filter effect that transforms Katy Perry's emotional stadium ballad into an unexpected but completely brilliant dance floor filler. Question 14. Sunshine vibes, but with a serious tropical house twist. Can you name the original and who produced this remix version?
Pulse. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
That was Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake, remixed by Sjur featuring Chris Krohn. Fun fact, Sjur's tropical house spin on this already joyful song was used in a viral advertising campaign and racked up millions of streams. Happy songs can always be made even happier. Question 15. Royal, dramatic, and now even more cinematic than before. Name the Coldplay classic and who gave it this electronic rework.
Let my castle stand upon pillars of salt and
That was Viva La Vida by Coldplay. In the M+ Ike remix. Fun fact, Coldplay's Viva La Vida was already one of the most cinematic songs of the 2000s. The remix gives it an even bigger electronic build, nearly doubling the tension before the drop. Sweeping stuff. Question 16. I am something. Bulletproof? Unstoppable? Name the original and the remix version that took it even further. That was Titanium by David Guetta, featuring Sia, in the Future Rave remix with Morton. Fun fact, the Future Rave rework gave Titanium a massive second wind in 2022, when Future Rave was one of the hottest subgenres in electronic music. Two Guetta classics meeting across a decade. Question 17. This one's officially huge, in every sense. Name the original and the famous artist who joined for the official remix. That was Cheap Thrills by Sia, featuring Nicky Jam in the official remix. Fun fact, the official remix with Nicky Jam was released specifically for Latin markets and helped push the song to #1 in over 80 countries simultaneously. Two different sounds, one global smash. Question 18. Things get heavy here. Very, very heavy. Do you recognize the melodic original and the bass monster who remixed it?
feels like home. I'm so alone.
That was Alone by Marshmello in the Slushy remix. Fun fact, Slushy's remix of Alone is one of the heaviest official remixes you will ever hear, completely transforming a melodic and emotional original into a bass-heavy festival beast. A total sonic personality transplant. Question 19. A haunting vocal over a completely different groove. Name the original song and the legendary DJ who reinvented it. That was Faded by Alan Walker in Tiesto's Northern Lights remix. Fun fact, Tiesto took the haunting vocal and placed it over a deep house groove, a masterclass in restraint. This remix proves that sometimes the most powerful move is to take things down a level, not up. Question 20. Those synth stabs are unmistakable, but the beat has completely changed. Name the festival anthem and the remix that turbocharged it. That was Animals by Martin Garrix in the Victor Niglio Festival Trap Mix. Fun fact, Victor Niglio's Festival Trap version added hip-hop hi-hats and a slower, chunkier beat to one of EDM's most iconic anthems, making it a staple at Ultra and EDC for years running. Question 21, the most memed song in history, and now with a country legend on it. Name the track and who joined for the remix.
No more gonna take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna
That was Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. Fun fact, the Billy Ray Cyrus remix launched Old Town Road from a viral TikTok moment to chart history, spending 19 record-breaking weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. a TikTok moment that changed everything. Question 22. Roll those iconic syllables and spot the very famous edition. Name the original and the superstar who jumped on for the remix.
Acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso.
That was Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee, featuring Justin Bieber. Fun fact, the Justin Bieber remix broke Spotify's all-time streaming record in 2017. Bieber admitted he learned the Spanish lyrics phonetically. It remains one of the most watched videos in YouTube history. Question 23. Global phenomenon meets American trap royalty. Name the original and the superstar duo who gave it this wild makeover. That was Gangnam Style by PSY. In the Diplo remix featuring 2 Chainz and Tyga. Fun fact, Diplo's trap remix gave Gangnam Style an entirely different swagger. PSY himself has called Diplo the craziest DJ in the world. Coming from PSY, that is quite the compliment. Question 24. Somebody once told you this would be on the quiz. Name the original and who turned it into a dance floor anthem.
The rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets...
That was All Star by Smash Mouth in the Breathe Carolina remix. Fun fact, Breathe Carolina's electropop remix transformed Smash Mouth's beloved anthem into a festival rave banger, doubling the meme potential in the process. Some songs simply cannot be contained. Question 25. Coming out of your cage in a completely different style. Name the original and the French house legend who gave it this remix. That was Mr. Brightside by The Killers in the Jacques Leconte Thin White Duke remix. Fun fact, the Jacques Leconte remix was actually released before the acoustic version most people know. Producer Stuart Price added a French house touch that remains genuinely ahead of its time even today. Question 26. Classic rock meets the dance floor. Name the iconic original and who gave it this house remix. That was Don't Stop Believin' by Journey in the DJ Knox Beat remix. Fun fact, Don't Stop Believin' is one of the best-selling digital songs of the 20th century. The DJ Knox Beat remix dropped this legendary rock anthem into a house set and somehow made it sound like it always belonged there. Question 27. Tonight is going to be a good night, and this remix proves it. Name the original hit and who gave it this Eastern European club treatment. That was I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas in the Szczerbinski and Minia remix. Fun fact, Szczerbinski is one of Hungary's most beloved DJs, and this remix became a genuine club anthem across Central Europe for nearly a decade. Regional remix power at its absolute finest. Question 28. That voice, that feeling, but the beat has completely transformed. Name the original song and the duo who gave it this remix makeover. That was Feel So Close by Calvin Harris in the Nero remix. Fun fact, Nero's drum and bass remix completely transforms the airy euphoria of Calvin Harris's original into a high-energy, fast-tempo rave track. Same vocal hook, completely different emotional universe. Question 29. Don't you worry, this remix won't let you down. Name the original and who produced this tropical version.
Don't you worry, child. See how the sky.
That was Don't You Worry Child by Swedish House Mafia in the MD and Corby remix. Fun fact, the MD and Corby remix added a tropical house bounce to Swedish House Mafia's emotional farewell anthem, a song about new beginnings given a warm and uplifting second life. And here we go, the final question. Question 30, one of the most iconic drops in EDM history, given a brutal but brilliant makeover. Name the original and the legendary producer who remixed it. That was Levels by Avicii in the Skrillex remix. Fun fact, Avicii's Levels sampled Etta James's Something's Got a Hold on Me. Skrillex's remix doubled down on the bro step elements, making it one of the most requested remixes in EDM history. Two absolute legends, one historic drop. That is 30 remixes. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments, subscribe for more quizzes, and we will see you next time.